Hello and welcome to today's session. I am Shubhangi and I lead the branding and communications team here at AND. Welcome to people who have already enrolled with us. Welcome to them. They know about AND Academy, but for those of you who do not know about AND Academy, I would like to take a moment and talk about AND a little bit and what is it that we do and um, who we are and what we do. So, and is the brainchild of Dr. Jatin Chadda, who's also the founder and CEO of formerly IIED, now UDIT University. So, IIED is the Indian Institute of Art and Design, which has now become UDIT. Um, it is a brick and mortar design school based in New Delhi, Okhla. So, and Academy is the brainchild of the same person, same founder, Dr. Jatin Chadha. And it came out of this need to impart design education online. But we come from this pedigree that is IIED, who's been imparting design education for more than a decade now. So, we come from that quality, that pedigree of having known what works with student, what doesn't work, what is how teaching happens. But what is the difference between IIAD and Academy is that in IIAD, you find it in a very traditional manner in a brick and mortar design school. But in this sort of education is given to you in an online environment. So think of a offline design school, whatever learning you find there, we provide to you that sort of that quality or that level of learning, but in an online environment. Um, we also offer courses in the domains of graphic design, interior design, and UI UX design. All of these are part-time courses and they start from like 3 months to and go up to 14, 15 months. Um, these are designed as stackable courses. So you start from a very basic course, like a fundamentals. You learn a little bit about the topic, you apply it, and then you further move on. You can choose to move on to the next level, which is a certificate, and then eventually so on to a diploma and then a PG diploma. These courses are also designed for people who are um, wanting to upskill in the field of design and they do already have like prior commitments and they do not want to sort of move into a full-time course but do it part-time. So these are designed as upskilling courses or Kickstarter courses that will give you a very smooth, very good entry into the field of graphic interior UI UX. Um, as I've already mentioned, we come from the convenience. We impart this education with the convenience of online, with the effectiveness of offline. We come from the design pedigree and niche backed by IID. Um, all of our courses and curriculums are also designed and delivered by people who are active practitioners of the industry. So think somebody who's practicing but also teaching. So you get very relevant, up to date knowledge of what is happening in the industry. You learn very relevant current topics. And these are the people who are also designing the curriculum. All of our classes also happen in a live and interactive manner. So usually with online, the perception is such that, there'll be pre-recorded sessions, there'll be not enough guidance or handholding or feedback, one-on-one feedback or one-on-one FaceTime with the mentor, but we do not follow any of those methods of teaching. We rely heavily on human support and tech support to curate an environment where we offer all of these curriculum and courses in a live and interactive manner. Another thing that is very prevalent in design industry and uh, actually many industries now, design in general, which is focused on a lot on software. So you do get to learn software, but what we focus on is design fundamentals and principles. Your software from, say, for example, last 50 years have changed. We've moved from pen and paper to laptop to computer to phones, and now we've come to AI. Many softwares have also changed. So earlier we would do it on Corel Draw, and then we moved to Photoshop and the likes of it, and now we've moved to AI. So the tools sort of keep on evolving and changing, but the fundamentals sort of remain the same, and that is what we focus on: how to think like a designer, how to break down briefs like a designer, how to understand the fundamental principles of design, and to be able to apply those in multiple um, topics and multiple design briefs. You also work on many projects with your peers, with your mentor, get feedback on that, and then eventually this project portfolio sort of culminates into a larger portfolio that you can use to um, apply with recruiters, employers, get freelance clients, etc. We also have a lot of faith in the kind of quality of education that we provide, that we offer job guarantee on some of our courses, mostly PG diploma and diplomas. So yeah, if any of you all are wanting to enroll in one of these courses, please write to us, please reach out to us, and we'll be happy to guide you. We've been around for over 4 years now. We have a 1600 plus learner community. We have a body of 50 plus mentors, 200 plus industry connected. We're rated 4.6 on Google, so you can check us out. Another thing that I want to talk to all of you all about today is the referral program. This is something that we run very exclusively for people who come into the AND fold. So say, for example, you want to learn with AND, but you also want your parents, your friends, your siblings, your neighbors, somebody else also to join with you. This is what we make possible for you. So you can enroll by giving them a referral. And then if you give certain amounts of referral, that also amounts to you getting rewards on those referrals. So two referrals is a smartwatch, etc., etc. So if you sort of come into the Unfold, the admissions team or the alumni relations team will also tell you about the referral program. So, or otherwise, what you can do is just scan the QR code, fill the referral form, and then we'll get back to you also on it. Um, that's about and today, but what is it that we are doing today? We're talking with Prajwal on a very specific topic, which is design of the design as the of the Indian signs, design language of the Indian signs. Um, but I want to talk about the Kaleidoscope series also. So, Kaleidoscope is a series that is conceptualized as a series of masterclasses where we invite design experts to share their perspective on design. And today we have with us Prajwal. Prajwal is a calligraphy and typography artist from India whose practice is rooted in calligraphy, type research, street observation, and the preservation of vernacular letter forms. His work includes Type Walk as part of Biennale 2025 edition, explores how Kochi's typography, specially hand-painted street lettering, acts as a cultural record shaped by place, politics, and people. The curated type walks function as living archives, encouraging participants to observe, decode, and document hand-painted letter forms found on walls, boards, shop fronts, and election material, many of which disappear soon after their purpose is served. Um, Through extensive research, Prajwal has developed typographic works ranging from multilingual movie titles and textile prints to custom lettering and script-based tattoo designs. He has conducted workshops and sessions at design and architecture institutes across India, guiding students to engage deeply with process, materiality, and the socio-cultural narratives embedded in letter forms. As a creative head, Prajwal leads brand campaigns and design strategies with strong typographic foundation, ensuring each identity is a culturally sensitive, research driven, and contextually rooted. With that, I invite Prajwal to take over to talk about design language of Indian street signs.
Hi, hello. Good evening, all.
Hello.
Is it
Yes, you're audible.
is it audible?
Yes,
Right?
you're audible. Do you
Okay,
want
okay.
to share your
Yes, I want
screen?
to. Okay. Like I hope you can see the screen, right?
Perfect. Yes.
Okay. So good evening, all. So welcome to my session. So my concept is like called type work, which I was conducted my first type work in the year of 2018 of a group of a small number. And every year I have updated my type work with more sessions and more signages. So I hope everyone who has joined here is already connected with design or uh, interested in design, or some people will be interested in street kind of things, architecture, etc. So in this topic, we will cover all these factors. Like typography is always a kind of thing which will inspire from architecture, the geographical regions, everything. So we can start. So type work is basically a walking tour which explore and uncover the city's culture and language through a typographic approach. In my childhood, I was very obsessed with these kind of hand painted signages. Those are one of my a strong inspiration. So, as a, in my childhood, everyone loves to draw cars and buses. So, me also interested into drawing sketches, those kind of stuff. But when I draw something, I always give a much detailing to the text part. For example, if I'm drawing a truck, I always prefer some, or I will always detailing into text part kind of stop, please, sound horn, like kind of thing. So this was my the strong inspiration. Also, one of my what can I say findings from my type work is sign painters age will be a factor for this kind of thing. My most of the type works are held in Kochi, Kerala. So here we have two kind of scripts, like old and new scripts was there. Uh, Nowadays, most of the designers and most of the shop owners more into digital kind of signages, maybe acrylic signages, neon signages, etc. So there are only very few people, those who are still doing hand painted signages or signboard. So they are will be in the age range from 45 plus thing. So they will always use the old lipi, old kind of style in Malayalam. So sometimes the young designers from here, they inspired from those scripts and they create some major mistakes in their designs. So that kind of thing also we can solve from this kind of type works. Okay, so there are some basic things which connected to the typographic terms. I think you all know about this kind of thing, weight and all. So it's applicable for every script. It's not for Kerala script or Malayalam or Devanagari. It's always applicable these factors for every script. So I'm showing two examples from Malayalam and one Latin. So weight will be the thickness of a type stroke. Like you can see here, the weight will be different. Like we can say it's like uh, regular thin light. So that will be can be termed as weight. And then there will be other terms called width. You can see the difference from these two examples. So it will be the horizontal variation in a design. Then it will be like a structured kind of thing. Then there will be another term called slant. Here you can see three different type of slants. We know there are only two basic slants, like it's normal and one is italics. But in some Indian scripts, we can see a reverse of italics, which called a back slant. You can see it from this image because left backslant is most used by the hand paint signages because it's very applicable in when you draw some freehand sketching with brushes and also it's very easy to do in a, backslant version. But in Latin kind of typefaces, it's very rare to see backslant. When we see some graffiti kind of thing, we can see this kind of backslant designs. Okay, now we can move through the different parts of India where I collected some archives about the signages and all. There was a movie in Malayalam called Loka. I think some of you know that movie. So in that movie, this will be one of the main location for that movie, and you can see this is from Bangalore. and it's very famous building. And you can see the name of the building is engraved in in all caps. uh, when we passing through a very ancient cities or heritage value streets, you can see there are most of the building will be their names is engraved or hand painted in what in most of the time it will be in all caps. The reason for the all caps will be it will be very easy to make in what we can say all caps, because in some buildings they can see hand painted signages. In some buildings we can see metal types. In some buildings we can see the concrete is etched kind of thing. So when we dealing with concrete or metal, it's very hard to make curves and all. So that's why most of the ancient buildings, their name will be etched in all caps kind of thing. You can see some in our residence gates also. You can see the name will be in all caps, which is upon the metal kind of thing. So it's always depends upon the availability of the material, availability of the raw materials and all. So that's why most of the old buildings use this kind of techniques like in all caps. Now we already know I found a bumble batch for my type work. You can see from here. So these are two different signages from two different places. The one is from Kochi and the next one is from Delhi, Oscars. So you can see the how the treatment is made. Like you can see the both the signages are like a slant cutting kind of thing from down to upper direction. One is hand painted and other one is made up of metal element. So you can see the treatment how the thing are going. Now we can go for a Goa. So I think everyone likes Goa because of the beach parties and all, but I like these kind of things also. So these are called azulejo tiles, which have a great architectural and heritage value kind of thing. I will show a few examples from Goa. Yes, you can see. The main thing from here is it will be always in a white and blue color on the tiles, and it will be a overdosage of yellow shades on the background. So we can see these kind of residence plates or signages in the Dutch or Portuguese influenced area. I mean, like we can see it in Kochi, we can see in Pondicherry, we can see in some parts of Chennai, we can see in Goa, and always it will be treated in a black letter format or a cursive format. You can see these three images. The first one is treated in a black letter format, and the second and third one is treated like in a the cursive kind of thing. You can see here also it will be in a black letter format and in the cursive black letters. So these kind of tiles have a very rich history. Like they are used in Egypt also. Then we can see in Dutch architecture also. So they in I think in Kochi also we can see this kind of azulejo tiles there. Okay, so this will be some examples from Malayalam signages I found in Kochi. Uh, you can see this kind of, I think its name is that the moon kind of thing above the letter. I hope you can understand. I already told in the our initial stage, like we have two scripts, like old and new styles will be there. So in Malayalam, it's very hard to do old Malayalam in print kind of thing. Like so, they ignored the old Libby and invented new Libby for the easiness for the printing purpose. So on that time, they use this kind of moon-shaped structure for their elements. Before that, it's used by this kind of treatment. You can see the this thing. Okay. Now this thing is you can see this is from Calicut again Kerala. You can see a hand painted design on the bridge beam. So actually, it is a movie title design. It's copied same as like in the movie poster. You can see the it's actually the movie was released in 1986, and on that time it was hand painted for their campaign, and they keep it for long years. And before 2 years, they vanished the kind of thing. So it will be one of the old signages in Kerala. Uh, and this is also a very old, a 72-year-old hand painted signage from Kerala, and this is from also the first Lok Sabha election in India. Uh, in Kerala, the political campaign is one of the major thing for this typographic hunt. Because here the political campaigns, political hand painted signage is very crazy, which is very bright and very colorful kind of thing. So this will be from the year of the first Lok Sabha election, and this is from the campaign of a Congress party. We can see in the recent election campaigns, most of the hand painted designs includes their symbols and all. Here, but there is no symbol. You can see there is no icon for that political candidates. It's expressed in full with text, and they are using very old style kind of thing, and now it's not existed this kind of fonts. I mean, not fonts, the usage. So this is kind of this will be done with not with a paint. This will be done with some powders and gums and all. So it will mixed with and they applied on the wall with brush. And when we compared with our sign painting culture with European sign paint culture, our sign painters from India, most of the sign painters using the flat brushes mostly. But when I have discussed with some scientists from London, they are using pointed brushes also. They are using flat brushes also, but their flat brushes are some quite different from our flat brushes. Their bushes are very long, so there are some cultural difference also for this kind of treatment. And this is I hope this is this was my design for a city called Matanjiri in Kochi. So Matanjiri is a fully fledged with Jewish people in very ancient time. So we can see a lot of Hebrew signages in the city. So I inspired the Hebrew script, and I developed one design in Malayalam which exactly looks like the Hebrew script. So this is that design. And if you are in Kochi, you can see this kind of building there. You can see one clock here. Like it's in the Roman numerics, but in this building we can see two more clocks, like which is in different numerics. Like one is in Malayalam numerics, which is not existed now and not even using, and one Hebrew numerics is there. So that I will show you. Yeah, the first one is the front view of the clock tower. You can see it's in Roman numeric. So it will be the front of the that synagogue. That building was synagogue. So the Roman numerics is for the all kind of traders on that time. So they will definitely know the Roman numerics. And the second one is the Hebrew numerics. It is this clock is attached to the inside the synagogue. So it's basically for the Jews who are coming for the synagogue. And the third set, that means the back side of the clock tower is in Malayalam numerics. And in Kerala, these numerics are not existed now. Nobody is using. There are some watch companies and this kind of designers are using for there are some designers they are using this numeric system for their watches, their calendars, etc. Otherwise, there is no not available in any other formats. Only one phone we can available this kind of numerics. So this synagogue was it was actually a place of king gifted to that Jews to build that synagogue. So for a tribute to that kings, they placed one clock in numerics, which facing the palace of the king. So the king can check the clock and the time, and he can go to the temple. So this typographic treatment allows the people in more friendly. It's a kind of cultural exchange through the typography. So these are the Malayalam numerics usages. It's very rare font available to indicate this kind of numerics, and this font is called Manjari. It's a free font. You can get it in from online. And these are the some signages I have collected from the Matanjeri, I mean Jew Street area. So the first image is the a treatment of the first print set kind of thing. This kind of treatment we can see in the old documents, old Christian documents, old Malayalam documents. You can see this kind of treatment. It's like a Latin inspired kind of script, which is circular kind of thing. And this is an metal signages which etched on the entrance of a cemetery. You can see here that one Hebrew and their translation in Malayalam and Latin. In this engraving also, you can see the Malayalam numerics is etched on that. And the other thing is there was a trend which every builders used to do in that time. It's inspired from the Europe and this kind of thing, because when they built when their construction is completed, their building name or the owner name will be engraved on the buildings. Maybe most of the time it will be the year or the house name kind of thing. So here we can see the star signs because it's from the Jewish traders. So we can see this kind of stars symbols lot of in from Matanjeri. I will show a few samples. Here you can see, and you can see that the AD 1831, which will be the built year of that building. And here also you can see different kind of stars. Okay, and here I mentioned like new Libby and old Libby. So this will be the basic difference of old and new Libby. Uh, so this will be the, you can see here, there are two characters. We can call it as glyph. Here it will be in a single thing. So that's the one of the main advantage of all style. We can, but the thing is, it's not universal. The rule will be changed with every word, or I mean every letter. So these are. This was an artist in Kochi who did some Hebrew signages for the first Binale in Kochi in 2012. And Matanjeri is also a area where we have around 37 community with all kind of Gujaratis are there, Marathis are there. So they have their own buildings, temples and there. See, here we can see one Jain temple, then one Gujarati temple is there, Marathi temple is there. So you can see the similarities about these architectures. All of the entrance are in a very arch kind of entrances, and above the arch their name is mentioned, maybe hand painted or they are etched with the in a circular semicircular treatment. So maybe this will be the one of the trend in that time. You can see similar kind of entrances in different parts of Kerala, like where the king royal time, like in Trivandrum, you can see in Chettinad, you can see. So once the it's a depends upon the period. It's that style trend will be changed with the every time, because in our previous slides I will show some examples with azulejo tiles. So on that time it was that trend, and for this time this is a trend. So the circular entrance and typography is treated in a semicircular way. And we can see some multilingual, sorry, multilingual signages from the same streets from Matanjeri. You can see Gujarati, Latin, Devanagari scripts are there. So, Gujarati, this area is one of the what I can say, one of the busiest trading point of Kerala. So so these signages have very much important in their business. So they will do still they are using this kind of hand painted signages in multilingual format. These are some other Hebrew script I found from Matanjeri. And I'm showing some random images of in Malayalam and from different parts now. So this is from Chennai. I found my name in that building, so I just took a picture of that. And these are from Chennai. Actually, we know like that in Chennai they are very fond to their script, their language. We know that if a Tamil movie is releasing, it's a kind of rule. They have to release the name in Tamil itself. Otherwise, I think otherwise you have to pay more tax or something. So when I visited Chennai, these are the three photos from very old building, but I didn't see Tamil in that buildings. They are treated in Latin kind of scripts in a vertical format and all. But in some area, it's overflooded with Tamil. They are not using in front. You can see here these are their residential names. So they are treated in Tamil and they are not using Latin. In this area, they are fully overdosage of Tamil, we can see. And in some of the area, we can see the Latin inspired kind of thing. And you can see this multicolored contrast design on the backside of this auto rickshaw. So, in my findings, this area is from Kerala. It's called Kollam. Uh, Kollam is the area where we can see this kind of multicolored design. I never seen this kind of multicolor in Kerala, but we can see the same treatment we can see in the Punjab area for the truck designs. The main unique thing in the Kollam sign painters is they always adding a sparkling effect on their text. You can see here, even the name is very long. They are very specialized for the space utilization. So they use very much brilliant, and they for every name of the auto rickshaws, they will add that sparkling effect in that name. Also, they are very interested to give detailing in very small text. Like you can see the for hire area here. It's very brilliant treatment. So these are from the random signages I found in Kerala. So in yeah, these are the some trends which existed here. Like they hand painted the entire product into a wall. Like this will be from the it's called I don't know you know about this brand called Sabina washing powder, and this is from one tea powder, coffee powder. So they copied how the brand looks like. They copied into the wall. So before flex and all, the business is going like this. And these three are from Delhi. This is from Qutub Minar, and these from Hoskas. So you can see the how they treated the Latin thing, which spacing and all is very brilliant. And this is from I think it's Connaught Place. I think the Statesman building. And this image also, I already told you, know that in some there was a trend like the built here which is engraved on the building. So in this image, you can see the year 1935 January, and above that there is some numerics and Malayalam script is there. It's actually in Malayalam. They have a separate calendar system, so that is written here. I mean, the 1985 January is the year of 1110. So that's the thing. These are from the signages from the cemeteries I found in Fort Kochi. Okay, now I have to share something about the political campaign culture in South India. Uh, Okay, I already told you, the like that Matanjeri is very area which are there are more communities. So we can see multiple scripts here. Even in political campaigns, we can see in different scripts. In here, you can see the names written in Latin, Tamil, Devanagari, Gujarati, and everything is there. So it's very as a type enthusiast, it's very interested to walk on these or walk on these streets in during election times. So this will be the full photo of that campaign. You can see some 3D treatment for these two candidates. And when you can see you can also just note the colors you can see here, because when we move to some other parts, their color usage is very different from the other area. Because in Kerala, in most of the political campaigns or hand painted signages, they are using the colors of red, blue and green. But when we move to Tamil Nadu or something, you can see the overdosage of black as main board letters, pink usage is there. So it will be changing with the geographical regions. It's maybe the availability of the colors, paint or the political parties, etc. So these are the various treatment. Like some are with slanted treatment. Some are the one letter is much more higher than the other one. So it's a different kind of treatment I'm showing here. And here you can see a perfect example for italics and back slant. In Kerala, this kind of fluorescent yellow shade is used for doing outlines. So these are some different treatments. The first image is inline, and the second one is some ornamental finish. The painter is using some varied thickness on the different parts of the letter. And the last one is the freehand drawing. So the most of the time, the sign painters are using freehand drawing where the information is least important. Suppose if we take if in an example, if a signboard have a name, location name, and etc. So the most priority thing will be the brand name. So for every sign painter, the brand name will be in very bold format, location will be in very thin format, and there will be some least important kind of thing, maybe the street name or something, or some rules like don't stand here. Those kind of messages they expressed in freehand uh, text. So from the political campaigns, I'm showing some hand painted symbols like this. So it's all depends upon the sign painter. Here, for example, if a sign painter coordinate with a sign painter, it's the sign painter who decides the color, design, and everything. So it's a kind of trust thing is also there. When I spoke with some sign painters in London, they have not a system like that. A shop owner will be decided how the logo will be look like, in what color or in what shading you have to do like that. But in India, it's always most of the time it's always depends upon the trust of the sign painters. He only decides which color I want to do kind of stuff. And you can see the serifs on the hand painted things. And just here I'm showing some numerics design from the political campaigns. And we can also, anyway, we are discussing the political campaigns in India. On the same time, I'm also would like to discuss some the international political branding kind of things. So this will be the Barack Obama's campaign in 2008. And this was the time they for their campaign. The font was used by used this Gotham font, and it was very popular on that time because of the success rate of the Barack Obama. I think the same font Gotham was adopted by over 60 plus candidates for other elections. So there was very beautiful stories for this font design. Actually, you can see an image of Port Authority bus terminal. So that style was the inspiration for the Gotham font. And this was another campaign done for Hillary Clinton. And you can see they have developed one logo and the font, this thing in blue and red. And this was a recent election campaign for Soren Madani. You can see this is a very much closer to the hand painted format. So designers drew inspiration from Bollywood movies and the New York street elements like hot dogs, yellow taxi, and all. So it's very beautiful and very colorful backgrounds they are using for the election campaigns. And they are also used a font called Union Gothic. See here you can see the color contrast, which is very we will get the feel of a hand painted color vibrance. And this is also from the very recent election campaign in Kerala. So this is also looks like a hand painted thing, and this font is called Natak, which is developed by Type. And this font is always available in multiple scripts. Like we can download it in Devanagari, Gurumukhi, Bangla, Odia, Gujarati. Is there? So it was very beautiful font developed by the Type. And before in previous years there was a other election campaign will be there. Here most of the time the election campaigns will be the candidate's name always written in a straight format. But in the very first time, this candidate called Hybrid, and they use this kind of vertical treatment, which is very thin font. Most of the time, the candidate's name is expressed in very bold for the easy attentions, but he used the very thin, light font, and this font is called Anek. Yeah, I think you already know the font Anek. So this was also a very brilliant campaigns which I have found interesting. So I just sharing with that. Yeah, and that's for my session. And if you have any questions, you can shoot.
Thank you for a great, insightful session, Prajwal. So
Thank you.
now I will open the floor to questions. If you all have any questions that you want to ask, please go ahead and put it in the Q&A box that you see at the bottom of your screen. And then we'll answer it systematically. Prajwal, before like other people start putting in their questions, and meanwhile that they are doing that, I want to start by asking you, how did you figure out that working with type and typography is the niche that you wanted to go into? It is not a very common thing. It does not dawn upon you one day that, you know what, I want to just like work with typography and type. How did you sort of arrive at this place where you just started working with type?
Okay. Actually, I already told like in my childhood onwards, I'm very obsessed with this kind of type elements. But on that time, I didn't know. I was very unaware about this art form, maybe a typography or calligraphy. So I always try to copy the brand name, cars name, movie names. I copy to my paper. If somebody asks me what's your hobby, I don't know what my hobbies. I simply express as I write beautifully titles, beautifully headings. So it was a one-word answer. But I came to know that there is one art called calligraphy. Is there? It took so many years to know about. So on that time, I get my hobby name. It's calligraphy. Before that, I always it's a one-word answer. And I'm from BTech background. obviously. So I was very unaware about the degree courses like NID, Fine Arts, BFA. But I was always interested to learn these things. When I passed my BTech, it was very time-taking process, so I lost my interest to study again. On that time, I was learn about this kind of fine art degree courses and all. Uh, but I have some spark inside me to do type elements calligraphy thing. So I practice daily in calligraphy, and I working as from some technical side for the first initial times, and it was very unhappy for me, and it was not succeeded. So on that time, I think like why I can focus on this thing. Then I slowly built this kind of thing. Very first of time, I only tried calligraphy. Then by the mean of time, I started what I can level up. So I tried some different styles. After some time, I again think what I can level up. Then I tried multiple script, multiple tools. After a few years, I think like what I can do for my next step. Rather than calligraphy, what all factors will be related with calligraphy. Then I research more about typography. I met so many artists from different area. Then I research. I completely a self-taught artist, so I research a lot. I'm not a YouTube tutorial guy. But I always read articles. So articles and these kind of sign painters are my greatest inspiration. So now, if I pass the in a street, I get to know this is this font is that, this font is this kind of treatment. So yeah, that was my journey.
Sorry. We
Okay.
already have a bunch of questions coming in from our learners.
Okay.
So you can stop sharing your screen. That's okay. We'll just
Okay.
the questions now. So Evelyn is asking, is it possible to transition from a business analyst to a graphic designer?
Oh, sure. Because I'm one of the greatest example because I'm a BTech engineer, but now I'm working on typography designs, creative things, advertising field. So it's definitely you can do graphic design. Yeah. So
Do you want to
practice more.
tell Evelyn how to start transitioning into a graphic designer?
Yeah, you can figure it out what is your niche. Maybe some of the graphic designers were maybe interested to do posters. Some of them only interested to draw illustrations. So first you have to figure it out that. And you can if for as a designer for me, I'm not illustrator. I'm not a painter kind of thing. So I think like how am I strong? The typography is my core. So I think like how can I bring typography into every design language?
Correct.
So so like if you are interested in do illustrations, just think how can your illustrations take up to a next level, like in packaging designs or some other format. So that's the perfect way to start design thing.
Correct. Find your core and just like follow it.
Yes, yes.
Yes. So we have another question from an anonymous person. They're asking, what kind of projects have you been able to apply these typography work on? And second
Okay.
that they're asking is, how would you recommend a designer start their own type development journey?
Okay. I think in every arts college there will be a paper called calligraphy related kind of thing, and in Ahmedabad NID you have a great team for the print and typography faculties. So if you are trying for NIDs, definitely choose Ahmedabad. Their faculty is very much brilliant for this typographic journey. They have print labs and all different kind of printing systems, a very strong faculty. I think I discussed about the Natak font and all. The designers are all are from NAD Ahmedabad. So it will be a great thing if you are looking for NIDs or some kind of something. You can choose Ahmedabad NID. Or if you are interested, like you can start as a freelancer also, I think. So it's very time taking process to do a type designs and all. Yeah, so patience is very one best thing for this.
Yeah. We have another question from Zeba. Zeba is
Mm.
asking, Sir, I'm a practicing illustrator. I find calligraphy very fascinating and I do it by myself mostly. How do I find work opportunities in this economy? Any kind of advice will be helpful.
Yeah, definitely. Actually, I don't know sir, where is Seba is coming. If you are coming from Mumbai, Delhi, or something, you have very big opportunity for calligraphy kind of thing. For in Mumbai and Delhi, there will be every time you will get an opportunity to do live calligraphy for big brands. For example, maybe for a celebrity weddings, corporate events, they are always looking for a live calligraphy artist for doing their envelopes. There are different scenarios are there. Calligraphy is not only do with the paper. Some of them are doing as a engraving artists. So they are very big brands calling up to customization kind of thing. So they will call upon a shopping mall or their brand, and you have to do engraving on the perfume bottle. And in Dubai, in every parts of the world, it's very big opportunity is there for doing calligraphy. So you have to connect with that community thing. I think there is one foundation is there. The calligraphy foundation is by the person called Regunida. So you can connect with that community. They are conducting weekly friendly workshops in Delhi and all. So it will be a very good starting to do start the calligraphy. You can connect with them.
Yeah. Somebody is asking when will be the next type walk in Kochi?
I always want to do, but here the weather is very pathetic. It's very summer and very hot, so that's why I put it on a hold. But if you are in Kochi and if you are interested, I also offer private sessions. So if you want to attend, you can just check my page and you can just text me. So I can send you the dates and all. So we can do that type work.
Rati is one of our alums. Rati is saying, I loved your session. Could you please
Mhm.
share a few Indian type foundries whose work we can see and learn? Also, how can I make my type game strong? Any resources or tutorials or people I can follow to learn from that you can share?
Yeah, there are. Egg type is there. Indian type foundry is there. Then one is called I think November. Some agency called November. They are doing amazing type
Yeah.
works.
Yeah.
Then Kimia Gandhi is there. Kriti Monga is there. They are the very prominent people who work with the typography teams from all parts of India. If anybody in Mumbai, you can definitely connect with Tanya. She's doing wonderful type works. So yeah,
Yeah. Mm,
is it? Yeah, okay.
all right. So now we have two questions from Aditi and Satakshi. Aditi is saying such a brilliant and interesting session. Prajwal, as someone in the industry and knowing in depth about this career path, what roles do you think someone with this interest and skill can pursue? Is this a niche field?
Sorry, where is that question?
This Aditi has put it in
Okay,
the
okay. Okay,
chat.
okay, okay. Yes, yes.
So Prajwal, you will have to
Mm.
move your camera a little bit. Your face is getting cut.
Sorry, sorry.
Yeah, now it's fine.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, for this type designer is one of the career role in this field, and you can also working as a full-time calligraphy event. But it's the location is also a factor. But Mumbai have very much big opportunity. So I think there are so many engraving artists, those who are working with this calligraphy community. So there are different kind of roles in this art category. Like I'm also work with some textile printers. So I told if find your focus thing. Maybe if you're illustrator or you are interested in calligraphy, just think where can I take up this thing to maybe it may be a product design or some merchandise or t-shirt design or textile printing. So that's you have to figure it out. But definitely there is a very wide opportunity in calligraphy kind of thing. There are, if you are in last 3 years, I think some of the whiskey brands for their 10th year something, they celebrating Indian script as for their branding. So they call every calligraphy artist from different region, and they implemented a whiskey packaging system with calligraphy designs. So definitely there will be more opportunities.
Yeah. Sataki is asking, do you think readability is always the goal, or can creative design sometimes help in creating deeper engagement?
For typography, definitely readability will be a factor for type designs and all. But for calligraphy and for typography exhibition, it's readability is not a factor, because we most of the people doing Korean tattoos, Chinese symbols on their bodies. So it's not depends upon the its readability. You sometimes we just like that script and shape, so that's why. So readability is not a factor for the calligraphy and all. Like a painting, if we can do some hyper realistic painting, and we can do also some splash kind of thing. So it's always depends. In calligraphy we can come up with very abstract kind of paintings and all, but when we design some font or something, readability will be a great factor, because it's a problem solving method, it's a communication term. So readability will be a great factor. But if your brief from the client will be, I need a fancy kind of thing, then you can do it in a uh, readability has less priority, and you can bring it the fancy kind of element.
Yeah. Satakshi is also asking, how does one create typography that feels expressive instead of performative?
How does one create like expressive instead of performative? I think most of the film titles, they are very expressive. I didn't remember the names and all, but most of the film titles, they have some hidden brilliance, like their stories they hide it in the film titles
I
and
think
all.
there's one that I really like is Mahanagar from Satyajit Ray. They have like this
Ah,
custom
yes, 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 yes. And for every movies, like, uh, yeah, there is. I think the trend will be started from in the new design era. There is one Tamil movie called Tupaki by the star Vijay. In that, Tupaki means the gun. So the film title is in the shape of gun. So it is called as expressive typography. After that film release, most of the film will be come up
using
with
that.
that kind of thing. If the movie name is then another movie was called Katti. It's called Knife. So the title is in the form of knife. So that was a trend on that time. So those kind of thing are expressive things. So so their execution will be very interesting. And now all the peoples are review type people. They judge people. They criticize films. So when the film is launched, the title is launched, the most of the people figure it out what the brilliance is hiding in this title. So it's performing very well if you are executing in this kind of brilliance and all. Yes.
Yeah. Kavya is asking, how do you overcome creative blocks?
Uh, okay. Actually, my routine is like I always I am a morning person. So in morning I tried around 2 hour calligraphy practice. So I never have such kind of creative blocks till now. But sometimes as I work in advertising field, I have creative blocks. So I will try random tea times and do. So that will be the thing. Otherwise, I'm in every morning I practice for a 2 hour minimum. That will be, yeah, maybe I will take some books and copy some of the four lines from that, or maybe a character name or the novel titles like that. Or if there is any festival coming, I will be working on that. For example, when Navaratri was there, I tried Navaratri in 9 colors and 9 themes. So like that, I will connect with the trends or connect with the festivals on that time, or the recent movies I watched, recent novels I watched, or if some many interesting ways stuck in my mind, I definitely tried it on the paper. So I'm a daily practice person. So I'm most of the time is engaged with this kind of practice. So I didn't have much block in my calligraphy journey, but I have sometimes creative blocks in my advertising time. Maybe for thinking about campaigns, thinking about the design things. I have creative blocks. Then I take the tea is my only thing where I can get ideas and all.
So Ilona has another question. Ilona is asking, how do you develop a new typeface as a beginner? This is in the
Actually,
Q&A section. You can see, right?
okay. Okay. Actually, I'm not a type designer, and I didn't design a font till now. But I helped type designers to do the same. So actually, it's a very what I can say. It's a different area, the type designs and all. So the first thing I told you that the readability will be the priority, and you have to must know about the script very well, like their anatomy and all. But because in our area in Kerala, there will be, I told you that there is new and old style will be there. So some people make mistakes by copying or by mixing old and new libby. So the first thing you have to research more about the letters, more about its anatomy, its yeah. So readability and the knowledge about the script is the basic thing for the typographic system. And if you are practicing calligraphy, it will be a bonus. So you will get the where you have to make the curve, where you have to make the stop. It will be you will get an uh, extra bonus. And for your information, if you are thinking like my handwriting is very bad, it's not a thing. Actually, in my opinion, there is no thing called bad handwriting and good handwriting. Only one handwriting is there. But some people telling like my handwriting is very bad, so how can I do calligraphy? Actually, calligraphy is not based on handwriting. If a bad handwriting person can do better calligraphy, and a good handwriting person can don't do calligraphy, so it's don't depend upon the handwritings and all. It's always depend upon the tools we use, the time we are consuming for this practice and all.
Yeah. So I think I'll just conclude with not a question, but like a comment from one of the learners today. So Bhuj
Okay.
was saying a lot of useful ideas from the presenter. Thanks for the presentation. Can I have a recorded copy of this webinar on my mailbox? So this will be up in on our YouTube channel very soon. So Bhudev, you can check it out then. Um, so Prajwal, usually I like to close my sessions with the last question that I ask, which
Okay.
is
Okay.
um if you were to redesign something tomorrow, it could be anything. It could be like a small safety pin, it could be the map of Kochi, could be anything. What would you redesign?
Oh, that's uh I think I didn't get now. Mm, for me, I'm a person who don't love mobile pouches, like the back case and all. So if there is something like extra protection, but what I can say, like it's not bigger kind of thing, but we have to handy have the clean look of the exact original font. It will be better for me. So yeah.
All right. Wonderful. Thank you so much for doing this session with us,
Mm.
Prajwal. It was a great learning. I know it's a little late, but I hope it was a great learning for everybody who
Okay.
stuck around till the end of the session.
Mm.
Congratulations on this presentation. It was really, really good. I feel
Thank you.
informed about typography and type in general. Thank you
Mm.
for doing this with us. Thank you all the learners who stuck around till the end of the session. If you have any queries, you can reach out to us. You can fill the uh, form that will be on your screen soon. Yeah, that's about it.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.